Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. We don't know where you're listening or watching the program from, but welcome to the Irv Homer Show. We welcome all of you from around the world, may I add. And it is a delight to be here in Philadelphia. It's raining and hailing. We've had everything today except the winds, a sandstorm, but we're working on it. So hope the weather is great where you are. The last Friday of every month, we usually have Valerie Morrison on, but because of December 25th and the Christmas and everything, we have her here tonight. Hello, Valerie. How are you?
Hello, I hope I got everything right here. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having happy holidays. I have missed all of you dreadfully, including you. And of course, Ron and all of you, since I was here last. So there I go, chattering away again.
Interesting. And I had to put up with it this afternoon on my other radio program, too. I mean, this is like a double header today. You know,
yes, it is. I loved it.
People are going to start talking about this.
Oh, well, they have talked about us for years. Come on. Yeah, and gee, we're not even on special newscasts.
That's right.
Better not let that one go.
We never even got accused of fooling around or nothing.
I know. Do you believe that?
Pure innocent and unstained is what
all
we are.
Innocent.
I can tell you. Anyway, Valerie Morrison, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the world's most recognized psychics, counselor, a professional lady in the field in which she has managed to survive many scandals about the business of being a psychic, and has survived because of her credibility and her ability. And in Valerie's record is about 80%. About 80%. And I'm proud to have been associated with this lady for 30 years? 35
30 years. So it'd be more than, about 35 in June.
Where did
do you believe that?
Yeah,
I was 10. How old were you?
Hold a minute. I've got to do by that figure. You lie. The first lie that I caught Valerie on. Anyway, my name is Irv Homer. We're broadcasting from IrvHomer.com. My website is www.irvhomer.com. You can email me at evilerv@irvhomer.com. And all of this technical stuff that is so confusing to me and Valerie is brought to you by RGH Computer Services for all your computer problems, for all your computer needs. For your business to set up a situation like this in your own office, in your place of business, you simply contact them at 215-322-8685. 215-322-8685. And at the master control is my son Ron, who is RGH Computer Services. So we applaud him for that. Now, what we have done with Valerie Morrison being here is to get emails from folks that are sent to Valerie and to get emails that are sent to me. So what we will do, since we have a chat room here where you can get on the chat room, we also have a telephone line, and that telephone number is 215-253-8877. 215-253-8877. So you can send an email to me at evilerv@irvhomer.com right now.
Yes.
Or you can send an email to Valerie the time that she's not on the air, and she'll bring them into the studio with us. Or you can get on the telephone at 215-2... Boy, are we accommodating? 215-253-8877.
We're very good to our
We're loyal to our listeners, aren't we? And our viewers over the years.
Without a doubt.
No question about it. Well, let's go to we have some folks on the chat room, but let's go to a question, Valerie, that you received here. And it's from Kim. And Kim says, I know your show isn't until December the 19th, but a friend of mine has told me about you, so I decided to email my question early. My question of concern is, what direction is my marriage headed to? Do you see a divorce anytime soon, or will it be a complacent marriage? Thank you, Kim DeSerio.
Okay, Kim, the first thing I want to say is that when you start asking a question like that, you've already answered the question yourself. Because you're saying, is my marriage in trouble? Well, we know your marriage is in trouble. And can you compensate? Can you do something different with your husband? Can he do something different for you? Maybe counseling or something like that. And knowing most men, they will not go to a counselor. I know a few special guys that do, but that's rare. And I think it's something that, you look into, especially if children are involved. And in your case, I feel that's true. But the one thing I would say is the answer to the fact is your husband is growing cold and distant, tells you that the marriage is over. And I'm really sorry to tell you that because I really love you.
And let's go to the telephone line. Valerie, you can read that?
Sure.
Or the chat room, rather, excuse me. Well, it's been a busy day today.
Oh, we have been busy too.
I'll tell you.
Okay, Gail, of course, 10/27/37. Do you see me retiring soon? Gail, I think that retirement at this particular point for you would be an advantage. I think at this particular point, there's a lot of changes coming in around you, and my feelings would be that if you didn't do the retirement at this point, you might regret that in 2 years.
Now, it's interesting on Gail. Was she responding?
Hello.
Hold on.
Hi there. Well,
Hold on one second, please. Oh, no, we'll go with it. We'll go.
Go ahead, honey.
More
We'll go
important.
with you.
So, your caller, your first name, please.
Darlene,
Darlene, how old are you, honey?
54.
Okay,
I'm your
what's-
friend, Val. We know
Oh,
each other through
Darlene, of course. The friend of
Pardon?
the Capos?
Pete Capo. yeah.
Right, okay. Pete Capo is a friend of ours. How's he doing?
He's doing okay.
Okay, and how's your...
He's got a lot on his plate right now.
Don't I know it? I talked to Chrissy already. What is your question? How's your husband? Is it about him?
Yeah, of course, always. How do you see his career for 2009?
You know, he's gone through, I would say, at least a 5 to 8 year period of up and down, up and down, up and down. It looks
Yep.
to me as though what '09 is holding for him is something more steady, where he doesn't have to worry all the time, and no more gray hair. How's that?
Ah, that sounds great, Val.
So
Thanks
tell
so
him I
much.
love him, and I love you too, and I love all the Capos.
Okay, happy holidays to you, and I hope everyone's well at your house.
Merry Christmas, honey. God bless.
Merry Christmas. Bye, Val.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye-bye. Have a happy holiday. I'm here too. And, of course, Alvin wishes everybody... this is Alvin, for those of you who know my little... got wounded in Vietnam.
Oh,
Lost his legs.
Oh.
And we're trying to get a prosthesis for a squirrel. But
Well.
the VA won't pay for it.
No, I'm afraid the VA
Well, the
won't.
squirrel VA did. They gave him one leg. Didn't have a leg to stand on, that poor squirrel.
Oh.
Let's go to... these are the best jokes you get at these prices. We will go now to the next... this is from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes. We get them from all over.
You
We get
believe
them
that?
from England. We get them from everywhere.
I'm doing the reading. You just be
Ah.
quiet. You just do the answering.
I guess I'm just so used to talking all day. What can I do? Go ahead.
Okay. Dear Valerie, I would like to thank you in advance for answering my question. My name is Aisha K. I am in Fort Worth, Texas, and my date of birth is December the 3rd, 1968. My question is in relation to my present job. I am on written warning. Will I remain there, or will there be a better opportunity somewhere else? Whatever a written warning is, I don't know, but I'm sure Aisha does, and you do, Valerie.
The written warning is that something was blamed on her to do something wrong, or not exactly the same time she was supposed to have done it in. And she's been put on warning that if this continues, maybe her lateness at work or something, that she will be fired from her job. Aisha, I would have to say that I feel as though the best thing that I would do if I were you is, even though I think you're safe there, I feel you're safe there. I don't like the word think. You always told me you didn't like think. You like feel.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that your job is okay at this particular point. My feelings would be to say, let go, go look for another one. Stay where you are until you find it. And God bless, and that's it. And we're taking one question at a time, so.
And we'll go to the chat room now, and this is from Arlene. This is too general a question, but we'll try to say it. If you deal with a specific question, it's a lot easier, because I think, it's very difficult when you're generalized. Valerie would prefer specializing on one particular question, but we'll entertain this, Arlene.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Arlene says, what are my job prospects and what field?
Number one, Arlene, I think you should stay in the business field. Not medical, not legal, not what I usually see with a lot of people nowadays. Although if you look at the medical field, then you know they're even laying off in the medical field. We've had that happen with a lot of my people recently. I would say stay in the business field. Anything that has to do with your career that would have to do with a minor amount of traveling. You're going to be fine with it. Don't worry about it. It may be a new learning experience for you, but I think you're up to it.
And we go to the email, and this is from Brentwood, California, Valerie.
Mm-hmm.
Could you please tell me if you see any particular significant event occurring in my life in 2009, and thank you for your time. Stephanie is looking for something special that she thinks may happen in 2009.
Well, Stephanie, the one thing that I see happening in 2009 would be an engagement, if not even a rush into a marriage for you. So that looks like that's pretty significant. And I love you, and thank you for calling us right here on 215-253-8877 or www.homer.com.
And once again, you can reach Valerie at her office at 215-483-8881. That's 215-483-8881. Once again, let me remind you, no questions on health, and please be specific in a particular question that you want answered, referring or pertaining to you personally. Like Valerie, let's go to the telephone and go to the telephone and welcome the caller. Hello there, you're on the air with Valerie Morrison.
Hi there.
Hello?
Are you there?
They didn't say.
Okay, what we're going to do
Well-
is we're going to go to Rick, and we know we aren't supposed to be doing anything that has to do with the health, but this is sort of a health a question, but yet it isn't a health question. You said you've been having difficulties with your hearing lately, and you've had 2 different doctors that have not been satisfied with their diagnosis. Now, this is what I'm seeing. I'm not going to diagnose this, okay, just so you know that. I am going to say to you, if you call 215-483-8881, which is my business line, I will refer you to the doctor that I would use that was on Philadelphia Magazine. Just because I was in Philadelphia Magazine in December does not mean that that's why I'm referring this man to you. It's been a while since he's been on. He's one of the best, and if you call that number, 215-483-8881, I will tell you what I think and where you should be going. Do not just run to a mall and see a doctor, okay? God bless.
And let us go to the email from Bradenton, Florida, Valerie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see me and my husband moving back to New Jersey in the year 2009? This is from Lorraine in Bradenton, Florida. They're going to move back to
Yeah,
New
I feel
Jersey?
that you are, Lorraine. I feel you're going to be moving back to New Jersey, and my feelings would be it's going to be for a happier reunion in some way with people around you. Plus, your husband and yourself, as far as career positions, are a lot better at that time too. So, yes, I do see the move.
All right. Let's go to the telephone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Irv Homer Show with Valerie Morrison. And what's your question?
My question to Valerie is, I would like to know if my 2 daughters will be, who have been recently divorced, would be finding happiness in the new year.
Are there 3 children around either one of them, or both of them?
Pardon me?
3 children, I'm feeling. Does that mean anything?
I have an adopted daughter, Valerie. That,
Okay.
Yeah, but this is, lovely lady, this is your friend from Bangor.
Oh, hey, how are you, Linda? I'm sorry I haven't been on my personal email. You can see why. Irv keeps me very, very busy. He has me on a radio show, he has me on this show, he has me on everything. So I've been so busy I haven't had a chance,
That's quite all
get
right.
on.
I just couldn't get through this afternoon. And we can't get you on our radio, but this is great, this internet stuff.
Isn't this wonderful? Irv has
It is.
really...
Are you going to be here regularly?
Oh yes, the last of each month. I'll be here the last Friday of each month, and we'll be
Last
on.
Friday.
I think Ron, who sets everything up, it's 4 to 5. Is that correct, Ron?
Yeah,
4 to
January
5,
5th.
January the 5th, honey. So it's
Wonderful.
okay. And
Yeah.
what I'd like, we just repeat that for me because I got so interested in listening to you. Go ahead.
Pardon me?
You said about your daughters. Are you looking
Yes,
to
I
see?
have a daughter. One was married 20 years. And
Right.
She's been divorced 5 years. And the other was married 25 years, and she's been divorced recently. And
Okay.
they were friendly divorces, but the one that I'm most concerned about is the older one, and she's been going with a fellow the last 3 years. Will that evolve into anything
I think she's.
permanent?
I think she's wasting her time, Linda, with that guy.
Oh, my
I don't
gosh.
feel that he's ready to settle down. I feel that he likes it just the way it is. And
Oh my gosh,
what?
you are right.
Okay, so
That's
you,
what's bothering her. She says she thinks that she, doesn't want to be married or anything, but she doesn't seem to have any type of permanent, what can I say?
I know what you mean, but the
You know
thing
what I
of it,
mean.
the thing of it is, Linda, that obviously, if you don't know what you want in a year, you're not going to know.
Okay.
And obviously he doesn't know what he wants, and I would say bye-bye, because she's got someone special coming into her life as we get into the summer of the year. And unless there's an old saying, and you've heard me say it many times, you can't try a new sweater on top of an old one. It won't fit when you get home. So better get rid of the old sweater, okay? As far as the other daughter is concerned, I'm not worried about her. She's going to be just fine as she comes into August.
You are right about both of them. They're so absolutely different in personalities, and you're hitting it right on.
Well, I love you, Linda. You know that.
Love you too, sweetheart. I'm gonna get to you at your home.
Okay, please.
Get down there.
I hope so. God bless, honey.
You too, and you have a great holiday.
And you have a nice Christmas
and you
too.
sound great, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
God bless, honey.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
Linda. And you can reach Valerie at her office at 215-483-8881. 215-483-8881. Once again, let me remind you that we have a chat room available for you. We also have a telephone, and that number is 215-253-8877, 215-253-8877, or you can email me here at the studio, and Ron will pass it on to me, and that email address is evilherb@herbhomer.com. Now this one's let's take that on the chat room there. Hi, Valerie and Herb, it's Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
My mom and I say hi. Hi, Heather's mom.
Hi, Heather's mom.
I'll be seeing you soon. Happy holidays. Love you.
Love you too, Heather.
Okay. Now we don't take calls. Once again, we try our best to influence the audience that no calls on health and no calls pertaining to someone else. We prefer you direct. But this is a little unique because you and I both have a softness for animals.
Yes, we do.
It was a little lengthy.
Yes.
So you bear with us, folks. Hi, Valerie. I know you're extremely busy, but if you could answer this question Friday on the Herb Homer Show, or even send back a quick sentence in an email, I would be extremely grateful. I'll start with a quick backstory. In July, I was blessed with a 6-week-old Yorkie puppy given to me for free because she was a runt and had a large hernia. I was instantly in love with this beautiful puppy who I've named Molly, and who has an amazing positive energy and an endless love for life and everyone in it. Not long after getting symptoms and blood work indicated she had a liver disorder. An ultrasound confirmed that she had a damaged and undersized liver that would certainly shorten her lifespan. After changing her diet to put less stress on the liver, we scheduled her for a biopsy to be done when she was old enough for surgery. I felt helpless, didn't know what to do for this sweet, optimistic puppy whose little tail never stopped wagging. Never being a spiritual person, I ended up using chakra stones on her in some wild hope that I could help her. Now 6 months old, she had surgery on December the 5th. The doctor said to his surprise, the liver looked normal, and I just received her biopsy results indicating her liver was in fact perfectly normal. I guess my question is, what happened? Did the chakra stones really help her? Was it the power of positive thinking? Maybe a fluke liver condition she recovered from on a new diet? I'm so shocked, I don't know what to think. Was it spiritual or just biology? Part of me says let it go and just accept the good news that this little angel puppy is going to continue to bring my family joy for many years to come. While at the same time, it's driving me nuts that I don't know how this happened. Your insight would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Janine. P.S. And if you'd like a picture, I'd be happy to send it. What are chakra stones? And then answer the question, Valerie.
Chakra stones are stones that work on the body. Right. And you see, each one of us have so many chakras. The brain chakra here, they call it the third eye in the psychic world. Right. That opens up. And my grandfather used to always say, for everyone out there who wants to open up their mind a little bit more, that you just take the palm of your hand and just go like this 3 times a day very lightly to open that eye when you're feeling very tired and drowsy. And if you want to see a question answered, you can do that your own way, and believing it comes out. The chakra stones are warmed up, or should be, and put on that part of the body, the throat part of the body, the abdominal part of the body, which of course is the, goes right to the baby's feeding tube, would be the area right here where your belly button is, and then down into the genital area and down throughout the knee area. So they are a real healing thing that people like Yanni, that you've heard of, and people like that use. Chakra is a very healing thing, and I like it better than some of the healing other things. So I would say that I kept a cat alive that should have died years before with liver cancer, doing chakra. Mine was a little bit different. I did this. I took my hands and I would take parting the fur where the liver was and go 3 times a day, which was similar to the chakra. But what it did was I would say, it's all right, heal, take my breath. And the cat stayed alive for a very long time. So the chakra is similar to that. And of course, when you say believing and your own fact, of course that all helps. The fact of your spirituality and the fact you wanted that animal to live and the animal wanted to live for you. You know, there's a higher place for animals just like there is for us. And we see healing in people that would never believe that that would be possible. So, Herb, yes.
Now, the real question is, after explaining about this puppy, should she just accept it and say, that's it, I love the puppy and I'll go on with it? Or should she question further whether it was psychological, whether it was the chakra stones, whether it was a miracle, or what? What should she
I would like to take it as the miracle of the chakra stones.
Right.
And I would like her to continue with the chakra stones at least once a week.
Okay. To the chat room. The chat room's available. Our telephone line is available at 215-253-8877 for Valerie Morrison, 215-253-8877. No questions on your health and a question personally involving you. Valerie, can you see difficulties that I may encounter with my job and love life next year? Thank you, Jean.
Well, I would see more with the love life. I would see the love life as being a very estranged kind of a thing as you come into '09. It's as though you're breaking off periods of happiness into a little bit of loneliness, but that doesn't stay very long. And the job situation looks as though it has its ups and downs where you're doing the work of 3 rather than the work of 1, but that won't last too long either. But it's really to your advantage for both. All right, I know we have to go to the phones now, I think, don't we?
Have someone
Okay,
on
so we're going to go to the phones, and I love you, Jean.
That's all right. You can take over the
Okay.
program.
Hi there. Are you there?
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, sweetie. What-
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing, honey?
Okay.
Okay, what is your name, sweetie?
My name's Karen.
All right, Karen. And how old are you, sweetie?
I'm 30.
Can you turn your computer down, Karen?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, please turn your computer down because you're hearing a back feed.
Okay.
That'll
Okay,
go.
how old are you, sweetie? Karen?
You're listening to your computer, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, turn it off while you're talking on the telephone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, honey.
Now,
Yes,
okay.
I'm 35.
You're 35. Okay, and specifically, Karen, what are you worried about, sweetie?
I'm not very happy currently where I'm working at, and I was wondering if there's a new job where I would be happy coming up.
I do feel as though you're going to have to stay in the job you're in at this specific time, even though you're not happy with it, because changes do not come in until you get into the late spring, which would be around March. You're going to have to keep that position. The other thing that I keep picking up around you would be something to do with I know we're not supposed to talk about health. Can I say what I'm feeling? Something about the muscles. The muscles in your body, what's going on?
Yeah, I haven't been feeling too well.
Yes, and I can only tell you, I'm not allowed to give you a specific, but I'd like you to check with the doctor and see why you're so down at this particular point. Do you understand?
Yes.
And remember, you have to hold that job until the end of March, and things will change, but they're not going to get much better. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, honey. Thank you, Karen. And we certainly wish you well. Let's go to a email that we have here, Valerie. Hi, Valerie. I met you last January. I met you last year in January. Get it right, Irving. And you had given me a lot of information, some things that were very close to home. There are some things that I've not yet come across yet, so here's my question. Am I ever going to find the right guy? A little frustrated with this time of my life, Thanks, Mary O. of Philadelphia. Is Mary going to find somebody, Valerie?
Yeah, I
Sounds like a
don't.
nice gal.
Unfortunately, it's not till the fall of next year. Well, we're practically on next year, aren't we? At the fall of '09 is when you'll find someone that you can spend your life with. Stop picking losers, because that's what you do. You fix them up. You think you fix them up, wind them up like a wind-up doll, and then they go out of your life. So the best thing that you can do is learn to pick a winner. You deserve a winner. Say that every morning when you look in the mirror. I deserve a winner. Again, that positive thinking. Okay, it was wonderful of you to call us. That we love you.
And we have room on the chat room, also now room on the telephone line. And the telephone number is 215-253-8877. Question on the board here, Valerie. Do you want to take it? Do you want me to read it?
Sure, I'll read it.
Okay.
Employer terminated my employment today, being my last. Had signed non-compete upon hire. We're familiar with that. They say they hold me to it. Do you see if it goes to court, if they will win? I did not quit. Non-compete says I cannot work in my field for 5 years. Been doing my work for 30 years plus. Bill of Feasterville. That's my birth date. You were born 9/28. I was born 9/28, and I can tell you it's been a heck of a couple of year periods. But you are coming into a better one. My feelings again would say, Bill, I feel that you should go to court where you would win, but you need the right attorney. So if you will call again, 215-483-8881. That's 215-483-8881. I can give you the name of the attorney that is my best friend and that I use, that will win that case for you and probably be able to take the money at the end of the hearing of the case. God bless, Bill, and have a better Christmas knowing it's going to be better. Give me a call.
There are two things wrong with your question, Bill. Can you put that question up again on the board, please?
Go ahead.
I had a non-compete clause at WWDB, Bill. And what I see there, it says non-compete says I cannot work in my field for 5 years. That's illegal. That is illegal. They cannot, even if you signed it, hold you to it, and it's against the law. Now, what the non-compete law may say, that you can't compete in a company that is a competitor of that company within maybe a 5-mile or 10-mile radius. But it is against the law to say that you can't work in your field for 5 years. Second of all, since you were not dismissed with cause, I don't know why they terminated your employment. If you were dismissed without cause because of a lack of work, because of they're changing their format, they still can't hold you to a non-compete clause. So it all depends what you signed. If you didn't sign anything, they can go to hell, because they can't take you to court and hold you responsible for something that you didn't agree to. So there's many variables in your situation, Bill. I don't want to give my phone number out over the air because you're a neighbor practically here in Feasterville. But you know where I live, and if you just drop by in my mailbox and put your phone number in my mailbox, I will call you. But there's many areas of that call there that just doesn't ring true. People
email you.
Or you can
email you.
Or email me at evilherb@herbhomer.com, and I'll get back to you and talk with you in person, because I love when companies have it all their way. It's not compete, you can't do this. Well, they can't tell you not to work in your field. It's nonsense. So, and I know most people now, you lose your job, you panic and you get scared and everything else. But the law does protect employees in that non-compete business.
All right.
All right, let us go to this line here. We have an email, Valerie. I'm going to give you. You can read that, because this is a client of yours from before.
That was a great answer, by the way, to Bill. And that's
Yeah, well,
good
it's
that he
only-
get in touch with you. You know all that stuff.
Yeah, it's only because I had a non-compete clause, and them stupid owners at WWDB thought they were brilliant and thought they knew what the hell they were doing. And they did until they decided to change the format. But, you know, let me tell you something. I love, the boss is the boss and he pays your check. And I always knew how far I could push them.
Right,
Because the bottom line was they still signed the check.
right.
But the one thing they didn't go, they try to crap on employees. It's unfortunate we have an adversary position in America. Instead of the employer recognizing that the employee makes his living And if the employee recognizes that boss signs the check and pays the bills, this country isn't going to work. And this is what we're happening today. And some son of a bitch someplace is trying to divide workers with employers, and this is going on. Well, let's destroy the unions. Let's do this. Let's do the other thing. Well, screw them. If you got an employer, go up and say, listen, I work to make you money. The money that you make over and above what I earn is called profit, and is what you make. And I'm willing to bust my ass to make a living and make you money. But you better bust your ass to keep this company going and pay me a living wage. And my boss is, I was not the most liked guy working at that radio station.
Yeah, but you were the best.
But I didn't give a damn. I was making money for them, and they knew it. One of my employees said, "Well, you never thank me when you give you your paycheck." I said, "What the hell do I thank you for?
Yeah, really.
Without me, you wouldn't have billed the $3 million a year. You thank me."
And well, they made some foolish moves there. You and I
Well,
both know it.
it's because they're inexperienced in knowing how to deal. We know how to handle people.
We do know how to handle them.
Right, okay, the next email. We have a chat room available for you on the Irv Homer Show with Valerie Morrison tonight, and we also have the telephone line open at 215-253-8877. Okay, Val?
Says, hello, Valerie, and I'm trying to see where this one is from, but it's been a couple of months since my visit with you. I hope that your husband is doing well. Hi, Charles. You're watching, I know. I think about you often and wonder how you both are doing. As you may recall me telling you about my sister's Maria's death. My family and I are working diligently in trying to get to the truth. As far as we know, my sister's case has been to the DA's office. We pray that they will give consent so that the detective on our case can bring in a particular person for further questioning. I'm a true believer in the truth comes out. And will the truth come out? Well, I think it already has come out. No one's doing anything about that. One thing you have to understand, Philadelphia, number one, and I don't know where this is from, but Philadelphia has the best police officers and mayor and everyone that they can have. They really have gotten themselves together as police officers. I just wish they wouldn't shut the firemen down, but what can we do about that? But my feelings would be that the truth has already out. I feel that we've talked about this. I have a feeling that I know who did it. It was a person that she knew very, very well. We know what's happening. The idea is to get the detective to come and speak to me, as we've spoken about before. And I know it's been a hard day. It's going to be worse during the holidays. That's true. And you thank every day that your sister is in your life for so many years and that you have her 10-year-old daughter. That's good and it's wonderful, but it's not enough. You should have some closure on your sister, sweetie. And just keep in touch with me at that 215-483-8881 or email me at psychicvaleriemorrison@comcast.net. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, my manager will correct me.
ValerieMorrison.comcast.net.
Okay. Wishing us a happy holiday.
Oh, that's nice.
So Jane.
Valerie Morrison at Comcast.
Oh,
Psychic,
thank you so much, Ron. Okay. Well, I think she has it already. She wrote to me at psychicvaleriemorrison@comcast.net. You're right. Thank you. And dang, I'm blonde. What can I say? Get in touch with me and try to get a detective to talk to me. Hey, lots have. I've been on television with a lot of cases, and I'd like to get this one wrapped up as well.
Okay, we have an open line here now. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Our telephone number is 215-253-8877. The chat room is open, and you can email me any questions for Valerie Morrison at evilerv@irvhomer.com. So, Valerie, tell me, we're watching carefully, someone at 215-949-1490 called. Really?
And
That was the hang-up.
Oh, that was the hangout.
oh, they probably got
They
so
probably
tired
dialed
of
the wrong
waiting.
number. They thought it was the number from this afternoon.
No. That phone number came up on our caller ID,
Oh,
and that's the station.
I know it is.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll answer whatever you want.
all right, 215
Maybe it was the boss. Maybe I got fired.
9490. Give us a call back and we can take it. In the meantime, I'm going to kind of grill Irv for a minute here. He usually is the one grilling me, right, Ron?
Okay.
what do you feel is coming up with everything? The industries with car dealers, et cetera, et cetera. They want to go bankrupt, and now they're saying, well, we'll give you 3 months, unfortunately, to straighten it up. We're not going to let you bankrupt right now. Since when are we not allowed to go bankrupt? I mean, could you tell me? Do you feel things are going to get better by June, as I do, or do you feel they're going to stay stalemate yet for a while?
I think that out of this morass of incompetent human beings around the world, I don't only mean the United States, but there has to be a voice of reason and unity that is going to rise up. Could be a religious person, it could be a business person, it could be somebody whose credibility has been established in the past, who is going to give people confidence. Right now, we have mini anarchy all over the world. There is nobody that anybody trusts.
That's true.
And the thing that disturbs me more than anything else is the hypocrisy of religious institutions and people who basically believe in religion. Now, I don't condemn religion. Whatever floats your boat, do it. But don't tell me you're a good Christian, a good Jew, a good Muslim when you violate the tenets of all your faiths. Now, the Pope, specifically this present Pope, for example, had Bush at the Vatican,
Right.
made no bones about the fact that he was against this war in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right.
And yet Catholics will get on the air and say, I'm a good Catholic and I'm against abortion. And I'm against Proposition 8 in California. And well, if you're a good Catholic and your Pope said the war stinks, then you don't go into the army. And if you're in the army, you quit. So the hypocrisy that I find around the world is absolutely disgusting to me. Not only Catholicism, Judaism is full of hypocrites. Islam is full of hypocrites. When hypocrisy decides to get rid of it and people go back to honorable intentions and abiding by the Constitution of the United States, which has many flaws to it, but it's the best Constitution of anything ever devised by man. There's somebody someplace, Valerie, in my opinion, that makes a profit from dividing the human race and keeping them ignorant. I claim right now that talk radio with Hannity and Combs, or with Hannity rather, and with Rush Limbaugh and Medvedev, I think that is the most divisive bunch of Joseph Goebbels radicals that ever appeared on radio or television.
Well,
The thing that disturbs me is they've got the talent to be objective. They're not dummies, but they're nothing but a bunch of damn propagandists for right-wing conservatism that is so full of crap. It's as full as the liberal. Let's have everybody with a chicken in every pot and a car in every garage. But these guys, the politicians are afraid of them. Who the hell ever was afraid of a talk show host? Who the hell are you? What quality did I have as a leading talk show host in Philadelphia, listed as one of the best top 100 in America? I bullshitted for 30 years on the air and sold products, and that's all these guys do.
And you did and had the very best on. You had Rizzo on, whom I predicted the accident for. That was what in Philadelphia Magazine. But wait, then you had Spectre on.
Yeah.
You had this one. You had that one.
You know,
everyone. And so, isn't it the ruling though that everybody says the president. What's he have? Congress is what really makes the president and the Senate. He has to listen to them.
A president that has the ability to unite the Congress with common sense,
Right.
to embarrass those congressmen or senators of the opposing party, whether it be Democrats or Republicans, is what you call a leader and a diplomat. What's best for the country. This two-party system in America is the biggest fraud that ever came down the pike, because it's not a two-party system. When the Democrats are in for 4 years,
Right.
the Republicans try their damnedest to ruin the country so they can get elected after the 4 years. When the Republicans are in, the Democrats do their best to destroy the country. And all this two-party crap with Republicans and Democrats, one party tries their damnedest to destroy the other party, meaning destroy the country while they're in office. Well, they've destroyed the country. You Democrats and Republicans, are you happy as hell now that you destroyed the goddamn country? You didn't do crap. You destroyed the country because you were afraid it was Clinton, the Democrats, the liberals. Well, let's get Bush, the conservative Republican, in. Now, the Republicans screwed up the country, the Democrats. Now, where do we Americans go? We sit and pick our nose and scratch our ass trying to figure out how goofy you people are. And the goofies, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a conservative. They're full of crap. There isn't a conservative watching this program that would give up Social Security, give up aid to dependent children, give up the Small Business Administration, give up Medicare, or take care of your mom and pop and tell them to send their Social Security check back. So the conservatives are full of crap, and the liberals are liberal until they get a few bucks, and then they decide not. So it's all that's anyway.
Ladies
Valerie,
and gentlemen,
it's so nice to have you
that
around.
is the Herb Homer I have known and loved. You know,
We-
better than Limbaugh, better than the rest.
We're not
Got
better,
it right here.
just-
Okay, Valerie, will I get a new
Okay.
job soon? Bob from Memphis, 51 years old. Bob, you should not have let go of the old job. So I don't really know the input of what happened there, but I think it was kind of down and dirty. So my feelings are, as you're getting a new job, it comes in very soon. I would say as close as February. So somewhere in February, yes, I do feel you getting a new job. So stop with the depression, you know, ask and receive the way I believe. All right, we're going to go to the next one.
Wait.
Hey,
On a commercial,
what?
on a commercial
Sorry
radio
about
station.
that, yes.
Not to interrupt you, babe. On a commercial radio station, I would be very gracious with the next caller. But this is
Okay.
my radio station. This is my television program. Now, I will excuse you, Abe, if you didn't hear the beginning of the program, and I will excuse you if you weren't aware of the format when Valerie Morrison is here. But it is dingbats like you, Abe, that have screwed up the country. I've said 100 times in 30-some years that when Valerie is on the air, A, she will not take questions pertaining to health, and second, no stupid questions like, how will next year be for me? Who the hell knows? You may get hit in the ass with a tractor trailer when you get off the phone. Now, these
Okay.
stupid damn people
One way.
are the reason the country is screwed up as it is because they're dumb. They should be put in cages and fed peanuts like a monkey. This is my frustration of why I can't do commercial radio. Once again, let me repeat, I love Valerie Morrison dearly, but I can't take it. My blood pressure's gone nuts. No health questions. No questions about what's next year going to be like. Who the hell knows what next year's going to be like, Abe? I don't. What an idiot. Hi, Val.
Hi.
I know,
Yes.
don't mind, but it might be the same phone call. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, we'll go
there.
to the phone. Maybe now some fun.
Now
tonight.
that we're through having to take some lozenges tonight for our throat,
I'm dying here.
what can I do to help you, honey? Hello, are you
Hi,
there?
Valerie.
Hi, sweetheart. Are you listening
So wait
to
a
our?
minute. Wait,
our
Valerie, this is your friend from Bangor again, and I'm listening to this internet show. You tell Irv Homer that he is cool. I want him on national radio.
You tell him, baby, I
Irv.
stutter.
Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, have him tell me more. Anyway, I'm going to keep on listening. I wish we could get you on the radio, not just on this interactive
Well,
thing.
guess what? We were on the radio earlier today.
Pardon me?
We were on the radio earlier today, and you can listen to Herb on the
Yeah, but I got it
radio.
on the internet. We don't have a radio that can pull you in up here.
Yeah, well,
Where are you living now, honey?
I live in Northampton County in Bangor between Allentown and Stroudsburg.
we have our signal from the radio station I'm on goes about 4 blocks in either direction. So
I'm sorry.
He said that his radio station goes 4 blocks. So either way, so I understand that. Do you have a question for me, Angel?
Well, I did ask you about my one daughter, and you said that she was wasting her time with Estella.
That's right.
And she turned 49 and he's 58, and you said you might meet someone this summer. I wish I would have written it down.
Good, and you're going to let me know, of course.
I will. But I don't waste.
I'm
I
so
won't take any more
glad.
time because there's so many other people that probably want to get
But you know what? It was good to get a call like that from you saying that isn't it wonderful to listen to the Herb Homer we've always known all these years?
Yes.
Say
yes.
that?
now this is your show, Valerie.
Okay, God bless. You know, I had to tag him on that one. Sorry, I got him going.
No, that's okay. I just never never heard him at length, and I think he's great.
He is.
I want him to be the Andy Rooney on the.
60 Minutes, I know.
All right, listen,
No.
I'm sorry for taking up your
That's
time.
quite
but
all
I
right.
Tell him.
We love you, honey.
Bye-bye.
Have
God
a good
bless.
holiday. I don't have the faintest idea.
Neither
The
do I.
interesting about Gail is what? Gail.
You didn't finish your answer just from earlier?
And what was the question?
Oh, about her retirement?
I have no idea
That was
what
the first
exactly,
Oh,
what the, she asked 2 questions?
should she retire was the
We
question.
already said yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
what are my, no, was it, yeah. Do you see me retiring soon?
This is
That
the
was
girl
Gail
born, I
from
think, 1028 or
1937.
something like that. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
1028, should she retire? And I told her yes, that she should.
yes.
Because things are not going to get better. They're going to get worse. And I have this feeling that she may have worked at one point with the government or city or does now. I hope she'll let us know if I'm right or wrong. Okay, do you want to go with that or shall
Yeah.
I? Okay, Valerie, I've been doing the same work for a long time. Do you see any job changes anytime for me? Well, you've been working for the same place and doing the same thing for a very long time. However, changes at this particular point, which is Irv is pointing out, and so am I, is that would not be the smart thing to do until you get into around April or May. So if you want to work at the other job or go to another job, do not make that change until late spring when things begin to break for all of us, and you will be able to do that too and be much happier, honey. God bless.
See, there's a suggestion I have, not for the particular caller. Our telephone line is open at 215-253-8877, 215-253-8877. I'm Irv Homer. I've been doing talk radio in the Philadelphia area for 40 years. Valerie Morrison is a nationally known psychic that has been doing her profession about 40 years too. And I'm heard on WBCB 1490 AM Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 o'clock. Unfortunately, the signal of that radio station is 1,000 watts and doesn't cover a large area, but they do stream the program. We do this thing on the Irv Homer program Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 7 o'clock. After the first of the year, we're going to change it to 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
Yeah,
right?
4 to 5.
4 to 5 in the afternoon. I'll be on the website, and the website is www.irvhomer.com. Am I opinionated? Yes. Do I care about whether I offend people or not? No. I don't offend them because I want to offend them. I offend people because they're stupid. See? Or ignorant. Stupid people. See, there's no law against being stupid, Valerie. You know that.
Oh, sure.
You can never be arrested for being stupid.
No,
But you
we've
can
all
be arrested.
been there. Come
You
on.
can be arrested for being ignorant.
That's true.
Now, an ignorant person is not necessarily a stupid person.
Right.
But there's too damn many ignorant people around. Who
Well-
are supposed to be smart, but they're ignorant. They just don't know. I don't know what the hell they're learning in
I'll tell you
colleges.
what now, Herb. I'll tell you what's happened to the United States. I'll tell you what's happened here. We're all based on fear right now. And who the government, are they going to come in and take away our computers? The government has made us have fear, ladies and gentlemen, and you are doing it to yourselves. The fear of losing your job. You can get another one, okay? The fear of losing your home. Well, that has a legal glitch to it too, which, of course, we can hear from Pearl Polto, who is on this show most of the time.
Well, see, here's something. This is something else. Guy called me the other day at the office at the Sunshine, and I called him back. He says, I'm going to lose my home, and I know I'll pay you or any advice. I said, how much do you own of your home? He said, I've got about 60% equity in it. I said, good, then let them repossess the 40% that they don't own. He said, what? I said, call the son of a bitch that's got your mortgage and tell him I own 60% of this goddamn house. You can take 40%, you can take one bedroom and one toilet, and that's it. Now get the hell out of here. Well, doesn't it make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
And these people are crying, oh. I remember one idiot when the first mortgage I ever got, they wanted the taxes. I said, wait, I just gave you 20% down on the house. Yeah, so I own 20% of the house. Yeah. I said, well, you pay 80% of the taxes, I'll pay my 20%. The more equity I get in the house, the more taxes I'll pay until I pay the damn thing off. I said, you're a loan shark. I screamed and yelled. They got me the hell out of the office. And they said, well, we'll give you the right to pay your own taxes. I said, okay, that's good. Now think about it. I don't know what you pay for taxes on your real estate, folks. Let's say you pay $4,500 a year in taxes, right?
Right.
Okay? So now, if you own the home, you manage to keep your money and pay the taxes, but you get the interest on that all year long, right? Then at the end of the year, you take your $4,500, $5,000, whatever it is, and you pay your taxes. The mortgage company screws you two ways. First of all, the outrageous interest rate on the mortgage was the first place. Second of all, that bullshit with the title company, blah, 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 title search and all that crap. Like it costs you $13,000 for the house, you got to pay $18,000 for settlement. Make a long story short, don't ever let the mortgage company pay your taxes. You pay it yourself. Then at the end of the year, you make the interest on that money, not the insurance. You take a mortgage company that's got $200, $300, $400, $500 million worth of mortgage. That's why these bastards are lying with Fannie Mae. Do you know the interest they made on the taxes that they collected incrementally for 12 months? Into the millions of dollars.
Sure.
They didn't pay the damn tax bill on them till the end of the year. Meantime, they're playing with all that tax money that wasn't theirs in the first place.
All right, don't get you. We're going to go to this
I'm having
call.
palpitations.
I'm looking at my watch here.
Oh,
okay, we're going to go to this call in 1 minute. Or
is it a call on the telephone line?
Is it a call or is it the email?
On the chat room.
Wait, let me say one thing first. I got to get this off my chest now.
That's it. Get it off your chest,
Go
baby.
to Barbara. All right. An 80-some-year-old woman, ladies and gentlemen, was losing her home. Do you know why? Because Fannie Mae finance company financed her home for more than the home was even worth. Let's say it was worth $40,000. They did it for 60 or 80. The woman couldn't pay anymore. Now she's told she's got to leave her home. She's alone there. She has no one to help her. No children. No one. She just shoots herself in the chest.
Yeah.
Survives, and the ones that don't have any money, Fannie, guess what? They pay off her mortgage. They feel so badly. Now tell me that they don't have money. All right, let me shut up too. Okay, I learned all this from her, by the way.
We got to do a program with no calls.
Remember when we always said that he said, she said?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah, we did he said, she said program.
That's right.
She used to win.
I used to be very happy in my job, but I have a new supervisor and things are changing for the worse. I did not get any Christmas bonus. Wow, that was bad, which I always received every year. I am seriously thinking about leaving this job. Would you agree? It just seems things will continue to go downhill from now on, Barbara. Barbara, number one, not many bonuses are being put out right now. Not to anyone, not just you. So I think you're taking this personally, honey, and I mean that in a kind way. You're taking it personally. You're hurt. You expected it. You felt you were promised it, that you deserved it. Unfortunately, most places are not giving out bonuses. Not because they don't have it to give out, simply because they're taking their little pockets away, okay? So if you leave the job right now because you're being angry or spiteful, it's the wrong reason. I would stay at the job, bet you get a bonus in January or February. Okay, God bless.
Now, you see what frightens me? Now, Barbara, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you people something about working. Right now, the competition for employment is tough. And if you continue to do the same thing that you've done all your life on that job, nothing's going to change. So you've got to come up with an innovative idea to do the job you're doing so that the company looks at you and say, hey, this is a new idea. Maybe empty a wastebasket every morning when you come in. Do something that nobody else does because you're doing the same thing. You know, the theory that if you do the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results over and over again.
And don't be ashamed of it.
So make yourself... I going to tell you what I made. I made a lot of money in radio. Talk radio is a license to steal. Let me tell you something. It's a license to steal. I used to go in with green bags, you know, the trash bag.
Mm-hmm.
I would empty the studio. Remember we
I
walked in?
remember that. We did it together.
Because
Right
radio
off the counter.
people are slobs. You walk in there, there's a stinking hoagies.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, wait a minute. Just hold on a minute. Oh, all right. Go ahead. I'll tell the story
Stay
later.
there, Rob.
You're on the air, Rob. Or
Hi,
somebody.
Rob.
Go ahead, sir.
Rob?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead, honey.
Okay, my question is, my wife and I want to have a child.
Oh.
Congratulations.
We want to know if it's in the cards.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever lose a child?
No.
Did
This
your
is
wife
our
ever
second.
miscarry?
Yeah, she did, yes.
I thought so. I felt a child in there and I felt it was a boy. I don't know what you know about it. My feelings would be your next one would be a girl and it is in the cards.
Okay, could you tell me roughly how soon?
Oh, that I can't do. Don't you know how pregnant, or is she going to have the child? Are you going to get her pregnant?
She's going to get her pregnant, yeah.
All right, then I would suggest you do that immediately.
Hang up the phone and do it right now.
Okay.
All right, baby doll, do it
Give
right
it a
now.
shot, kid.
You know.
Take care.
Okay, man. Go for it.
We love
See you
you.
later, baby.
Good.
God bless.
And
God
you can
bless.
name the baby Irv and Valerie. Val, I have a new neighbor. I think she really likes me. What do you think, Rob?
I think that you're
If
dreaming.
her
a
husband
little-
doesn't mind, it's all right with me.
I think you're dreaming a little bit, Rob. I think that she cares for you as a person. She's a very good person, a very
Where do
kind
these
person.
wackos come from?
But I do not feel that it's anything more than that, sweetie. And so don't get your hopes up. Just be kind.
You take the next one, too.
Yes, I will. Hi, Valerie. I spoke to you a few weeks ago, and you were 100% correct.
What are you hitting me for?
Because you said take it, that's why. Please tell me how I will make out when I go to court again for child support. The ex is taking me to court for support. And also, I met a nice man. I feel this nice man, you're saying, is he the one for me? He could be if you don't push. Don't get a man in a corner and start with the marriage and more children and this, and you're a wonderful person and you're this and you're that. He's going to feel like a mouse trapped in a trap. So just give right, Ron. Is that not true?
When are you moving in? Don't
Yes,
tell
don't
them,
go
ask
with
them
him.
every
When are we
single
moving
day.
in? Just go slowly with him because I feel he could be the one for you, really. Don't hammer him with a lot of this stuff that you're going through right now with child support. Don't ask him a lot of questions about it either. So kind of lead him out of that loop and make everything around him positive. The ex is going to have to come up with more money. So let's go along with that and see how he feels about that, the bum. Okay, God bless.
You've handled a lot of that kind of counseling in your
Oh,
career.
haven't
haven't
I?
you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
It's called Sudis Valerie. Everybody had Sudis Valerie. You should have. They should have given you an office in family court in Philadelphia.
You know what? I should have
With
had
some-
my own television
with
show, Psyche Court.
Who?
Psyche Court. You know.
I'm talking
Sure.
about. I'm talking about. And she's talking about. I'm saying you should have a. You can reach Valerie Morrison in her office at 215-483-8881. 215-483-8881. You can check Valerie out at Valerie Morrison at Comcast.net. Valerie, we have about a minute, and you can have the microphone. We have 3 minutes to go. A big mouth. Well, then you have three. You have 3 minutes, Valerie, to talk
Well, I
to the
think I'd
audience.
like
and
to,
I think this is the last program before the holidays.
Yeah.
So
and how?
you
I'd like to say hello to Shirley, who's a dear and wonderful friend of mine who's listening in and looking in too. And a special thank you to Frank D'Angelo, my manager, who has done
Hey.
so much work for me.
Good man.
A special love sent out to my husband Charles and my complete family from West Virginia, Pittsburgh, who are listening right now and watching. And of course, Irv Homer, who has always been on my side, and to Ron here, who knows how to run the computer better than almost anyone, and to tell him that I have both speakers also. So I love all of you, and since he gave me this time, I want to say, whatever religion you are, can have a wonderful one. And remember that we here, no matter how much we yell and say what we feel, we adore and love you for tuning in to us, and see you next time. I love you. God bless. Valerie and Irv and Ron and Shirley and Frank.
That wraps it up for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend. In the words of the immortal Homer, be good to your socks. And we'll see you the next time.